I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly daily all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix, everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Detective Comics number 947. Can Batman and his team defeat the Victim Syndicate, or have they already lost one of their own? Let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? So, picking up directly from where the last issue left off, Batman and his extended family actually had the bad guys on the ropes, and it seemed like their only hurdle was to deal with the first victim. However, help for the first victim came in the most unexpected form, Stephanie Brown. Spoiler, you'll remember, was under all sorts of emotional stress following the supposed death of Tim Drake, and because of that, she blames Batman and even the extended family too. Because of that, she ends up actually taking them out one by one to protect the Victim Syndicate. She's able to do this because a lot of the tech and gear that the Bat family is using right now was designed by Tim Drake, and because he left a bunch of his stuff around, she's able to manipulate it. Now, in many ways, this could seem like Spoiler is going over to the dark side, but it's actually a lot more complicated than that. She believes that how Batman is dealing with the Victim Syndicate, and indeed how he's been dealing with a lot of people over the years, isn't right, and she does have kind of a point. These people do need a good talking to and not to be brutalized in a fight, even though they sort of crossed the line first by killing people. Spoiler says that she plans to break the cult-like hold that Batman has over the rest of the Bat family and hope to bring his actions into the light of day. Here's the thing though, eventually Luke Fox and everyone else begins to stand up for Batman, saying, look, his methods may be a little messed up from time to time, people have died on his watch, but at the end of the day, him and Batwoman and Cassandra, they do what they do because they need to, because they were inspired by Batman to make their city a better place. And in a very unexpected turn too, we see Batman do something he doesn't do all that often, and that is he actually apologizes to the Victim Syndicate. He's sorry for what he put them through, and he's sorry that they've been forgotten. And this is weirdly kind of the end of the whole thing. The Victim Syndicate get taken in. Basil Karlo makes personal amends to Mudface, him seeing a great deal of his own suffering in this young woman who he once knew. We never do ultimately learn the identity of the first victim. Apparently they're much too scarred to make out any positive ID on them, so there's a mystery for the other day. And yes, Spoiler actually does end up completely and utterly breaking ties with Batman and the rest of the team, choosing to go out on her own to really find herself and, find a reason to continue to be a superhero. And Batman is all in all not angry about this. He says, eventually she'll find her way back to us, and in the meantime, it's probably good that we have someone checking our actions, and especially checking me, much like Tim would have done if he was alive. And speaking of Tim, that's where the comic ends. We see Tim still prisoner of Mr. Oz attempting to escape. Detective Comics number 947 was a comic that, I really didn't see coming. Usually when a character looks like they're going to betray a team and leave, they almost never end up doing it anymore. Here, Stephanie Brown totally did. And while I'm sad to see her go, the book makes a point of saying, hey, that's just sort of how the Bat family team in this book works. We're going to sub out a bunch of different members. Maybe we'll see Azrael, maybe we'll see Harper or Duke next week. I do wish the Victim Syndicate stuff got a little bit more resolution. Then again, they made a solid point all throughout this arc to say they aren't your traditional villains, so I guess it only makes sense they weren't dealt with in a traditional manner. They needed help, not a beating. Overall, while I did enjoy this issue, I felt it fell a little short of the previous issues in this arc. Overall, though, I would still give it a very positive 7 out of 10.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer? Or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.